Brazil is out. Gone. Finito. Adios. 1-0. Peru. You did it. I'm looking at, if you're in Google News about the game, one of the first articles, it's in www.sbnation.com, and I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Peru eliminated Brazil from Copa America because there was no video replay, by Evan J. Davis. Okay, Mr. Davis, you clearly have no idea what football is. Raul Ruidiaz scored a hand of God goal. It's 2016. This shouldn't happen. Video replay is now an integral part of all major team sports in the United States except soccer, as well as international sports like tennis, cricket, and rugby. The detractors want to say that it slows the game down. The detractors want to say that the beauty of the game vanishes when such a cold, robotic element is added into the gameplay. Nonsense. Not only has replay proved to get more calls right, this fiasco showed that leaving it to the refs actually slowed the game down more than the replay ever would. First of all, whoever wrote this article, Mr. Davis, the referee was not supposed to stop the game for 3.5 minutes. I don't know how long he stopped the game, but that was crazy. Because we don't do that. Second of all, it's like, what happened to the goal that, what happened to Ecuador? I mean, the goalie of Brazil, he couldn't grab the ball. He put the ball inside his goal. What happened then? Oh, well, because that time it benefited Brazil, it is okay. It is okay to actually let that one go. Well, no, yes, it sucks. Ruidiaz, who even said in the press conference that he touched it with his legs, which he lied right then in front of everybody. I understand that. The question is, why took Brazil 75 minutes to depend on a referee call so that he can pass to the next step of the Copa America? I think that is absolutely embarrassing. I mean, I understand that in maybe Paraguay, maybe Ecuador, but we're talking about Brazil. Your job, Dunga, is to create a team, and whatever personal problems you have, that's between you and the players, but you still are required to assemble the best team that the Brazil has. On top of that you are not producing enough talent like you used to, you are not bringing the best players to the selection team. So what you expected to happen? And on top of that is your whole game, the whole structure of Brazil actually sucks. I mean, you're not the scary attacking Brazil with the best offense in the world. Right now, I'm gonna say that Neymar, he is one of the best players in the world. But that's it. He is not the best player in the world. He's one of them. You see, back on the day you had Ronaldo, who was the best player in the world. Romario, who was the best player in the world. Ronaldinho, who was the best player in the world. And even defenders like Roberto Carlos, which was the best player in the world in that position. See, you don't have these people, so you cannot afford to leave the best of the best out of the team. What I see, what you're gonna see the next few days is a lot of excuses of why Brazil didn't classify to the knockout stages. Dunga should resign. I think that it's embarrassing that in the interview that they had with him, he was asking for patience. He said that Germany went through a rebuilding process and this is just a matter of you're rebuilding Brazil. No, you're not. You left because you had problems. You're bringing the same problems that you had before. I'm sorry, but a guy whose shirt says Hulk, a few years ago that was a joke, right? Well, no, now he plays for Brazil. Hulk, They're the men. I think that we should start realizing that when we used to talk about Brazil, about the incredible players, about the Joga Bonito, and all that craziness around it, I think that we should start saying goodbye to it. I think that we should start looking at it as that was Brazil of the past. Brazil is gone. This is a new era. Brazil is not is not a wow team. It's just an average team, just like everybody else. I'm sorry, but to be eliminated by Peru, which by the way, Peru, great. Congratulations, even though the hand helped you. I do gotta say that you've done a great job in the past few years. Your coach is absolutely incredible, and don't you even think about letting him go. But that's a completely different story. This is Brazil versus Peru 0-1, Raul Ruidiaz Handball goal. This is the best quality you're gonna find of the goal in YouTube. So I went ahead and I found the video. It has already like 28,000 views. And if you go to the comment section, I think it's very interesting. It says, Brazil finally getting a taste of their own medicine. This is karma for the blatant cheating in the world. What World Cup? Anyway. Meanwhile, Neymar posting videos of him and his friends partying in a pool. I'm waiting for Peru to win the Copa America by playing volleyball. That was funny. I can't believe, Danny Garcia says, I can't believe they haven't added instant replay yet. Guess we'll have to wait for another hand of God against England so they can complain for it to be added. Dunga, resign. Your time is over. Brazil, get a coach that actually brings the best players of Brazil back into the team. Then go back to the basics and stop believing that you are like the greatest team in the world. You're not. Your head is getting this big, and a lot of people around the world are sick and tired of looking at your head this big. You see, your players go to Europe and drive fancy cars, have fancy watches, fancy homes. Peruvians have nothing. They just play it because they have to do their absolutely best to wear the shirt and the shield that they have in their chest. That is the difference between the winners and the losers. Brazilians, you have civilized your players. That is why you play the way you play now. Back in the day, you play with rocks, in the streets, barefooted. Now, you play in your fancy mansions and cars. And you have players like Neymar saying how much money they make to other players just because they're upset. And you know what I'm talking about. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment in the bottom section. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a good night.